Vergil and Serhii Bohachuk fight. Man, Bohachuk won wide, bro. I had that like 9-3, like going into like the 10th or 11th round because of the knockdowns. So I ended up thinking my scorecard ended up being like maybe 11-4. I think I ended up being like 11-4 or something because I stopped scoring after like the. Well, I didn't stop scoring. My math is fucked up. But 9-3 going into uh like the 11th round, I think it was, or whatever it was. I was drinking last night, but I'm good now. When I watched the fight, because I was preoccupied last night. So yeah, go. I had so 9-4. I think I ended up having like 10-4 for Serhii Bohachuk. That fight was not close. And when Bohachuk figured Vergil Ortiz didn't know how to catch and slip the jab, he took off. And a lot of people, I know why they gave Vergil rounds. I'm going to tell you why. One, he was the house favorite. It was none but Mexicans there. Two, because he tried to steal the rounds at the end and throw flurries that were really not effective because they never affected Serhii Bohachuk. The flurries that he was throwing to win the round, just because you have a good 10 seconds or 5-second moment, that don't eliminate the rest of the 2 minutes and 56, 2 minutes and 50 seconds of a round. Let me say that first and foremost. So he was trying to steal rounds. He got dominated last night. That was an ugly robbery last night, in my opinion. That's right up there with the Oshaki Foster robbery of the year. That was up there with the Oshaki Foster robbery of the year. That man beat the fuck out of Vergil last night. Vergil is cinnamon toast ass cheeks. I just watched it. He won by like 6-7 points. And racist ass Rick Glazer talking about, well, he showed just like Terrence. No, nothing like Terrence Crawford. Stop trying to compare these others like the brothers. Stop it. He said, well, he showed just like, no, shut up, Rick. And don't hit me, I got a black wife. Nigga, Vergil Ortiz, nigga, that motherfucker lost by 5, 6, 7 rounds. It was some rounds that I just gave him because they was close. I was feeling bad how bad he was getting his ass beat. I was feeling bad for how bad he was getting beat. Man, that motherfucker lost by 5, 6, 7 rounds, bro. That dude got blew out last night. That nigga is ass. When he didn't know, it wasn't no life and death. He just died. He sunk last night. He was in a sunken place. Once Bohachuk, whatever his name is, I'm making this dude Native American. Once he figured out that when he set his work up off the jab, that Vergil couldn't do nothing. That dude couldn't slip the jab, catch the jab, come over the top of the jab, come under the jab. No, did he? He couldn't do nothing. Once Bohachuk put that fucking jab in his face, we're gonna call him Boba Fett from, no disrespect, this is an honor, Boba Fett from Star Wars. Once he put that jab in his face, bro, it wasn't nothing he can do. He couldn't do nothing. Vergil can't slip nothing. And he was just trying to throw a bunch of arm punches to make it seem like he was winning the rounds and shit. And even when he got off the canvas the second time, like he got up and won, man, Boba Fett, he still ended up controlling that round enough for it to be a 10-8. Golden Boy got the worst roster in boxing. They got the worst roster in boxing. That dude is, bro, Vergil Ortiz look like utter trash. They must have tested yesterday. They must have drug tested. They must have took that test, that piss and blood. Cause he wasn't on that good cushion alcohol. Ryan sent him a bad batch of Ostarine, allegedly. Dog, he got dominated. That was one of the nastiest robberies I seen. Now, mind it be, I watched it with the volume off. And some of the clips was edited from as far as the highlights they were showing. But the highlights that they did show for a bit, they all was Vergil Ortiz highlights. We starting to see a trend. Come here. We starting to see a trend. Bud last week, it was all Madrimov highlights. Then last week it was another house fighter, or yesterday it was another house fighter, and Vergil Ortiz. They were showing all this highlights. And like I said, he was just editing it, going from one round to another round. But he showed some highlights, and it was always Vergil Ortiz. From what I seen, nigga, that boy got whooped last night. That boy got whooped. If you throw a jab his way, he can't get out the way. He can't get out the way of a jab. Come here. I gotta make sure nobody over here. Come here. See, come here. Come here. That's why I ain't let you go over there. Sit. 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 Thank you. But yeah, like I was saying, bro. He can't get out the way of a jab, and that jab was right in his. That he couldn't slip it. You know, I see why he was trying to fight Ryan Garcia. I see why. But Vergil was trying to load up on shots, and the dude was tougher. He was tougher than I thought, and I knew he was tough. He was tougher than I thought for sure. But these headphones get on my nerves. Yeah, he was tougher than I thought for sure. But Vergil Ortiz, if I had to say the mistake he made, just not using the ring and boxing this guy, and not just using his speed advantage and trying to load up. When he tried to load up on punches, that allowed Boba Fett to counter. And he seen them punches when he was loading up. He loaded up on a couple right hands that just straight up missed. Serhii slipped him. He was throwing, and Vergil was throwing some good body shots too. And that's the one thing I'm thinking, okay, Vergil throwing body shots. He should about to separate himself. And Serhii Bohachuk started throwing a few body shots here and there. But, Vergil never really affected him like that. That pop wasn't there. Even though he was trying to load up on shots, the pop wasn't there. But Bohachuk was touching his ass. No R. Kelly. Bohachuk was getting him. And he was pushing Vergil back. And when he used that long left jab, Vergil couldn't do nothing. They had no answers. Vergil trashed like Ryan. Yeah, they both ass. 2-pack of Mexican ass. But Bud lost. Bud ain't lose. What you talking about? Bud won that fight easy, in my opinion. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Oh, he's saying that as a question mark. That nigga lost. No, he legit. He lost by a country mile. He lost by at least 5-6 rounds. He lost. I mean, even without the knockdown, he still won by 3 or 4 points. Easy. Like I said, I gave a couple rounds to Vergil. I was like, I could have gave him to Serhii Bohachuk. I could have gave it to old buddy. There was no, yeah, shut up, man. Mexican boxing #1. Why y'all always worried about what I got to say? Go over to a Mexican channel. Go to the Mexican channel and worry what they got to say. That boy lost by, I had it like, I forget, 11-3. That dude got blew out. I could have made a case that he may only won like 2 rounds. And Vergil ass. Just like the rest of y'all Mexicans in this generation. Not named shit. I don't know who, because Williams and Petty got to prove itself to me, and I like him a lot. Not named like, I don't know, because Navarrete, he 2-pack of ass, 3-pack of ass. That was my boy too. Valdez, he a cheap motherfucker, so he had. Yeah, I ain't got no good fighters. I must be missing somebody. I like Estrada though, but what Inoue did to him. He won a rematch. He won a check. I mean, to my Bam Rodriguez. I like Bam. Yeah, I fuck with Bam. Bam nice. Bam the best Mexican going right now. Bam nice. He said he went life and death. Man, that nigga just went death. It wasn't no life. Nigga just died, that bitch. Shout out to Harrison Davis Stack. Dolomite, I wonder if fans gonna give Vergil the third degree they gave to Bud Crawford, because what they were trying to say about Crawford actually happened in the Vergil fight, getting a gift. That was more than a gift. He got all his Christmas presents. What was that yesterday? He got all his Christmas presents August 10th. He got all his Christmas presents August 10th. He got all his Christmas presents August 10th. All of them. Savior's Day presents, Hanukkah presents, Kwanzaa presents. He got all his presents. He got all his presents yesterday. Birthday presents, Mexican Independence Day presents, Cinco de Mayo presents. He got all his presents yesterday. His President Day presents. Yep, another Golden Boy hype job. The Spanish got to hold that L after talking shit about Crawford. They only talk shit about Crawford because of Canelo. Yo, what are you doing? Only because of Canelo. That's the only reason why. Because of Canelo. How dare you challenge Canelo to a fight? How dare you want to beat the living shit out of Canelo? Come on, stop. Come on, look how they sound. And why was it so dark in there? Because they ain't sell no seats. Look how dark it was. They talking about Bud numbers. He was in Mexico yesterday in Vegas. He was in old Mexico. There was some few Mexican fans showed up. If you go to Baja Fresh, I heard you got at the Excalibur. I heard you got 4 free Vergil and Bohachuk tickets. If you went to Baja Fresh yesterday, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. You just had to ask for a water cup and they gave you 4 tickets. If you bought a combo, you got 8 tickets. No resort fee. Free parking at the Mandalay Bay. If you bought a family pack of at least 3. I heard you got you also got a free Oscar De La Hoya Dominatrix fishnet outfit for his and hers, or his and his. Oh man. Vergil might be damaged goods, draining himself to 47 because his durability like it's gone. Yeah, that I tell y'all about how they drain themselves too much too. I speak on that all the time. And then also, he don't have a size advantage no more. His size advantage is gone. Remember, he drained himself to get to 40 a little bit. He drained himself at 47. And what was the point of that if he was going to pass up a title shot? And you been Robert Garcia. You back at Robert Garcia still can't defend a jab. Ortiz going to duck Crawford. Of course he should. He should duck Crawford. He should go fight Blair Cobb or Adrian. Him and Blair Cobb got beef. He said he wants the Spencer Fundora winner. I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to do a video, but I'm going to speak on that toward at some point. Just remind me, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Well, that Ukrainian defense is better than his. That Ukrainian defense, low key, he kept his chin down, he kept his hands up. He rolled a lot of the Vergil Ortiz shots too. That's why he ain't really take a lot of damage. He rolled a lot of them shots. Right, left, rolling. He rolled a lot of them shots. So his defense, Vergil ain't got no defense. Yeah, Vergil ain't got no D, no Diddy. Vergil ain't got no defense. You motherfucker was eating jabs all night. Once they Ukrainian, I don't know if somebody told him in the corner, do the jab, Serhii Boba Fett. Don't jab, don't jab. He could not slip the jab. And that was the God honest truth. Hold on. Yeah, he could not slip no jab last night, buddy. Turkey in the building saw Vergil Ortiz ain't ready for Bud. Vergil Ortiz ain't ready for Blair Cobb. Blair turned him into a corn on the cob. Vergil Ortiz ain't ready for Blair Cobb, buddy. That boy ass. This new generation of Mexicans ass. Outside of the BAM, and until Williams had to prove himself, he in the queue right now. He in the gray area. But who else Mexican that can fight? I gotta be missing somebody. Oh, David Benavidez, y'all claiming him? Man, I love boxing. Bet they won't bash Vergil like they did Bud and Dreamer. Vergil lost that fight, got dropped twice, and got washed. That was almost reminiscent of Mayweather Canelo. What, 11-3, whatever the fuck I had it. That motherfucker got washed. Going to the car wash, Vergil. That motherfucker got washed. It's living. Sky locator hack. He said when these black fighters get touched, they let exposed Mexicans be getting beaten and robbing motherfuckers. Robbing motherfuckers. Nigga got dropped and he thought, no, I didn't get dropped. Well, he got dropped in the second round, the first round too. This is the first time I see a team. Someone can I say people says will work together to hate on Crawford. Oh yeah, they always gonna work together. Throw some Keisha sexuals in there too. They always gonna work together to talk to Jesus. On the black man, we used to it. Harrison, Ortiz got dropped 2 times. He's tough, but Devin gets dropped. He's by a drug till he chinny. Exactly. Vergil Ortiz, we're in. David Benavidez, since they hate him too. Double tap screen and like the video. David Benavidez, oh, since he didn't knock out Guzvic in his 75-pound debut, what they say about him? Oh, his power gone. He ain't got no power. He got exposed. Okay, what about Vergil? He finally made 154 pounds. Where was the power? Where was the power? Remember that song by Snap? I got the power. What was the power? Come on. What's up, Henry? I see you. Chanel say you smoking work. Well, that's whatever. Guess what? Ortiz should have been smoking that work before he got in the ring last night. Should have hit a J. Should have hit a line like Ryan Garcia, allegedly. And maybe he would have had a chance to win. That motherfucker got cooked last night. He got cooked. He got cooked. What's that one chef that go like, bam? He got cooked like him. He got cooked like that chef from The Bear. Who watched The Bear? That's a good TV show. Too, I thought Vergil lost. Jeff, he easily lost that fight. I'll go subscribe to G Jeff TV. He easily G5 Jeff TV. He easily lost that fight. He lost that fight by like 6, 7 rounds. That shit wasn't close. Y'all listen to the commentary. I listened to it silent. It's still on YouTube too. He lost easily. And somebody got knocked out in the crowd. They try to say it was Steve Smith Sr. That was funny. He said it took Crawford and Turkey to work together to unite boxing world. Now they hate together. Yeah. Who don't want to see the best fights? If your fighter lose, so be it, bro. That's part of the game. They can actually come back and win. Vergil was getting tagged. That boy couldn't slip a jab to save his life. Shout out to Rocky. Frager's journey went on. I hope they bash. No, they didn't. Vergil did. No, they not. Rick Laser already talking about, yeah, just like Crawford. Stop comparing others to us. Stop comparing that. That tone changed when it went from Crawford to we wanted to Spence Fundora. Yeah, like I said before, Spence got a detached retina. Spence may not fight again. And if he do fight again, either he broke or his family don't care about him. One of the two. Either he broke or his family don't care about him. Pick one. Because if your eye that fucked up and you say, I retired my parents, I retired my parents, and I can retire when I want to. Well, nigga, if your eye keep getting fucked up, why you just don't retire? I'll tell you, nobody in this economy can afford to miss a check. Nobody in this economy can afford to retire right now, for real. Either that's gonna force people to live longer, or niggas gonna die sooner. I'm telling y'all, we headed to a point, especially if y'all put Kamala in there, you might as well call your baby mama, call your mama, your grandma and granddaddy if they still around. Y'all might as well go buy a multi-unit family, a big house. Fuck a multi, buy a big ass house, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to survive. Unless you a single person with no kids, no real harmful debt. That's it. You know, one of your last opportunities to buy a house is coming up. The houses market is about to drop. Trump get in there, niggas got a small chance. We got a small chance. Interest rates gonna drop. Migrants going back to where the fuck they come from. We gonna be all right for a second. It's still the inevitable though. South Korea got it worse than us. We never see Bud look like Ortiz looked last night. Never. Nigga look Ortiz, he should have been using that ring though. He thought, like I thought, that he about to bing bang boom and this dude was gonna be out of there. That ain't what it was. That's what I thought. He was a perfect style for Ortiz to get out of there. Perfect. Ortiz went to the body. You know what I'm saying? He went to the body. I mean, he worked upstairs. He used the jab. He threw hooks. He threw rights. He threw jabs. I mean, couldn't do nothing. Jesus say they always bring money up when it comes to Crawford, but the part of the 1%, they can't name you for American fighters earn more than him. No. It's Canelo, and that's really about it. Ryan Garcia for a fight, but not even, for a fight. We don't even know Ryan Garcia and Tank made what they made, because it seemed to have been a lie according to Forbes. So, that's true. He said, bro, why don't we hear about Ortiz Zoo pay-per-view numbers? I think he means Tim Fundora pay-per-view numbers. Mexican saying Bud and Shakir wants. They sell both better than them. Fundora and Tim Zoo, that shit did less than 10K, and I called it. I said it did less than 10K. Did Rick Glazer? Rick Glazer only did 20. You gotta watch Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer, he want to be a brother. Like when it come to black shit, he like to hate, and he'll act like he cool with a fighter just to get back at like Al Heyman and shit like that. That's what he do. I hate them niggas all equally. So that's where you go right there. You go right there. Anybody that ain't trying to make the best fights, get to work. If they make good fights, I congratulate them. I did not watch the fight last night because I did not want to watch the fight. I was busy. So I made sure I woke up, rewatched it this morning. They still had it on YouTube. I forget the dude's name. Some grandpa, survival grandpa. If you want the link, I'll send it to y'all. But before it's gonna come down by midday. So I couldn't find it in the search. But when I watched them old buddy get knocked out in the crowd, it was the next video up. So that was crazy. But it's like survival grandpa or something. But just put the full fight. Just search. I'm pretty sure I was searching for it, and then I seen old buddy get knocked out in the stands. Boots packed out Philly. Vergil couldn't for a belt. Yeah. Las Vegas wasn't fucking with Vergil. But that was a good fight. But he lost easily last night. That boy got his ass whooped. I wish BoxRec was like Wikipedia, where I can go in there and change this win to a loss. So, yeah, Golden Boy stay losing. The most talented fighter on that roster is Kenneth Sims Jr. by far. I've never seen Floyd Schofield fight, so I can't speak on him. I can't speak. I've never seen that man fight. So I literally can't speak on him. So, but what Vergil could have did different last night, he probably should have utilized the ring. Don't focus so much on the knocking them out part of, and that's what Benavidez did. Hold on, something in my shoe. Hold on. Hold on. This nigga strong than a motherfucker, boy. Come here. Go. Yeah. He should have just focused on speed and using his speed advantage. When he started loading up, that allowed Bohachuk to catch him. Because when he was throwing all his shots hard, load up on all his shots, that put him in position to get countered. Had he sit there, boxed a little bit more, used the jab, broke down Bohachuk, used his footwork, used his jab, especially when Boba Fett wasn't using his jab, he would have won that fight easy. He fought the wrong fight. But, you know, Mexican fans don't want to see that. They want to see rock'em sock'em robots. When you got an athletic advantage, he should have utilized that. Yeah, when he got an athletic advantage, he should have utilized that. He should have utilized feints. He should have utilized, you know, his jab, doubling it, tripling it, boxing the guy, touching him with the jab to the body, you know, all that stuff. But he was loading up on one shot. He was loading up on 3-4 shots. And that's why his mouth was hanging open late in that fight. That's why his mouth was open late in that fight. That's exactly why. That's exactly why his mouth was just hanging open late in that fight. You loading up on 1 or 2 big shots. That ain't the move. What he should have been doing was boxing him, jabbing him, you know, just throwing the shots, throwing for speed, throwing his hard shots to the body. You know, when Boba Fett got too close, holding him, smothering him, you know. But he too worried about fighting for the fans and got washed. Win the fight. That's one thing I don't like about Mexican trainers and Mexican fighters. They be too busy trying to entertain most of the time and not get a best chance to win. And then they want to shame for other fighters who come and, they box and they do what's best for them to win and say they born and all that. Matter of fact, if y'all took a little bit of this fucking competence, y'all might be a little bit better, than y'all are. I'm good, Nameless Monster. Salute. How are you? Appreciate it. But yeah, you don't see Canelo going in that motherfucker doing no dumb shit. Canelo coming that hoe to win. Win, lose, or draw. He coming that hoe to win. These other Mexicans, they be feeling like they got to come in there and bang it out. And it's cool, yeah. When it's in your favor, yeah. When it's in your favor, yeah. This dude getting on my nerves this morning. I should have let him out last night. That was my fault. If y'all wonder what I'm doing. I'm going to have to snip these balls. I don't want to do it to my boy. I'm going to have to because he can get cancer and all that shit. And plus, he going to calm the fuck down. No, stop. Then this dude be trying to get outside the shit. He want to take all day to shit. Hold on, let's pick this shit up. The black guy's not picking up his dog shit. And none of these white people pick up their dog shit. You know what I ain't seen? I seen one Mexican dude with a dog. Hold on. Yeah, I seen one Mexican dude with a dog. No cap. One. I was like, what type of dog is it? C. He just smiled and said, C. Oh, you don't speak English. It was a nice dog, too. he was like, she. Just smiled and shit. Like, I I'm like, nigga, they kicked me out of Spanish class. He told me don't come back and I'll pass you. Boy, did I not come back. I was everywhere but that Spanish class. I was at CC's Pizza, all you eat Chinese buffet, playing NCAA at the crib. Had girls at the crib. My mom don't know how wild my senior year was to this day. To this day, my mom was never at the crib. And then when the rare occasion she was, my homie, his mama don't ever be at the crib. We used to be parlaying. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the comments. Hold on. All right, here we go. Tucky said he ain't working with Tim the Duck. What's that about? Well, I do know Tim Zoo ducked Terrence Crawford. They're supposed to fight in March. So I don't understand, why would he work with Sebastian the Duck? But I think he'd do that because of the belt for Bud. But Tim Zoo about to get a belt, so I can't really speak on that. I know he didn't want to fight Bud. That's all I really do know, is that he didn't really want to fight Bud. He turned that down to fight the Errol and Fundora winner. So other than that, I don't know. But like I said, Tim Zoo is the one calling fighters pussies for ducking. Y'all forgot that? See, the loudest nigga in the room be the most duckalicious. Vergil was getting tagged. Yeah, Vergil ass. He said, I hope they bash Vergil today the way they did. But the tone changed. We went from Crawford to we went to Spence to Fundora. Of course it did. He gonna get his ass whooped by Fundora too. Crawford got supposed to Ortiz didn't. Okay, he said IBFB. That motherfucker's still around. That nigga's the most biased motherfucker. I ain't mad at it though. At least you know where a person like him stand at. I ain't mad at it. But don't try to be out here like you a real boxing fan or objective boxing fan. Yeah, I ain't mad at her. That's his lane. I don't get mad at that. BD, what's some dude's name? BD. Yeah, they mad biased. That's cool. Because that's like you buying Cinnamon Toast Crunch and getting Frosted Flakes. You know what you getting, right? You know exactly what you getting when you dealing with them. So I don't get mad at that. I get mad at people who try to, I'm biased, I don't have a bias, and then turn around and be biased. That's like saying I talk about, oh yeah, it's a boxing channel, but then all you talk is UFC. And you might talk boxing once in a blue moon. So I don't get mad at guys like that, bro. Like they got their lane. They got their lane. I didn't know that dude. I don't know most of these motherfuckers still. I don't listen to these niggas outside of town. Bushido, the interview channels, Mark Nash, my boy Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, Corey Lee. It's very, very few people I listen to for real. CJ, what's going on, Rocker? He said, but Boots got exposed by Venetian. Vergil got dropped twice. That nigga was on the floor picking up ones. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. No. Thank you. And don't you go piss on that bike. Somebody got a whole yoga mat out here. That's crazy. And a foam roller. No. Come on. You really gonna drink the cat's water? No. Come on. Miles, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody was out here working out. This grass too fucking wet to be working out here. I don't give a fuck what they say. Come on. Cause you will push on their phone roller and I ain't buying another one. Come on. He said we never seen Bud look hard. Okay, I read these already. Dude, why do you hate Golden Boy so much? I don't hate. I just call it how I see it. PBC trash as hell. You ain't lied. I hate them all equally. You just didn't hear me say that. I hate them all. Yeah, Messi Box. I hate everybody equally. This ain't no favoritism. I hate them all. When they do something good, I love them. Ennis has the means to be the mandatory at 54. He should get in the mix. Yeah, he ain't trying to get in the mix. Philly just barking like they always do. They used to bark and bite. Now they just bark. I said it to you, Philly niggas. Y'all used to bark and bite. Now y'all just bark. Only motherfuckers in Philly that's biting these days is the amateurs. Ooh. Ooh. Philly ain't got no vicious dogs no more. Ever since they never held Danny Garcia accountable for fighting Bud. Them niggas ain't bit nothing. They ain't bit nothing since. Philly, Philly pit bulls and Rottweilers, the professionals, they all got they teeth pulled. They ain't got no bite. They declawed they dogs. They harmless. $1 million worth of shame in Philly. When you got amateur Marty Farty and Danny Garcia on the scene, $1 million worth of shame. Oh man, well fuck CJ up, he come to Philly, man. Fuck CJ, man. I see him in Philly. I like Saquon and Jalen Hurts though. Who else they got in Philly? Oh, Tyrese Maxey and lazy ass Joel. Don't Bryce Harper play in Philly too? Or am I tripping? I think Bryce Harper play in Philly too. Yeah, y'all fighters just ain't got no dog in y'all. Here, Jerron Boots in this. See, Mexican boxing fan, I hate all these niggas equally. But Jerron nice though. He nice. He just barking right now. Wait till he get his teeth in. His teeth grow in. Wait till his claws come in. Wait till he become a mature. Wait till he become a full grown rock rottler or something. Whatever you want to be, a Doberman. Right now he a puppy. Tell him I want to get all the belts at 47 over the Crawford fight. Okay. Laugh my ass, Boba Fett. Tank PBC fighter beat Pitt Ryan. Didn't he drain Ryan too? That's why Ryan started taking that shit. Tank made him turn into Pookie from New Jack. I also knows his fighter's hype. I know he knows his fighter's some piss. Yeah, allegedly. You know it. This guy making it about race. It's always about race, ain't it? What's your name? Mexican boxing #1. It ain't about race. Why I just couldn't be, what's your name? Gym boxing 1. Why I just couldn't be boxing #1. You know what I'm saying? Why it couldn't be you get the Taco Bell #1. Why I had to be you make it about race? Look at your name. Look at your name. And you coming to me? This how you want to play it? Canelo, y'all greatest, got caught on juice. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Garcia, their greatest Mexican American. He got caught on juice too. I think Ryan Garcia beat, Oscar De La Hoya. JJ, what's going on? Dynamite. Yo, man, how are you? I'm good. Oh, y'all seen that? The guy complaining about race is the guy with Mexican boxing #1. That is hilarious. Double, double tap the screen to like the video. Yeah, I'm walking the dog. He's somewhere around here. Only people that get up this early is old people or people that got to go to work, especially on a Sunday. Come on. He's somewhere. Come on. They got sheds over here? Dude, Vergil stopped Bud. He too little. He couldn't stop Serhii Bohachuk last night. Brandon Adams, brother, since y'all want to say I'm making it about race, stop Serhii Bohachuk, Boba Fett. Knocked them clean out. Alex, Mexicans they run boxing off what? Y'all don't even have a top 10 highest selling pay-per-view. Think about that for a minute. There's never been a pay-per-view in the top 10 right now that's sold, including 2 Mexicans. It hasn't been. There's several black versus black fights that's in the top 10 of grossing pay-per-views. Matter of fact, there's a non-boxer on that list, and 2 retired boxers. So how y'all run boxing? They just tell y'all that. Y'all some okay fighters these days. Without the shit in y'all ass, y'all average. That's it. Abracadabra. You look at the top 10 pound for pound list, it's brothers. It's Russians. You know? And then this one, because Canelo ain't in my pound for pound list. I feel like Berlanga gonna stop him. It's one in my pound for pound list. And that's Baron Rodriguez, because he a bad motherfucker. Baron Rodriguez is cold. He the only Mexican worth being in the pound for pound list. This clown, yeah, but you over here, Alex. You over here, Alex. Go watch a Mexican thing if you want to hear biasness. Nobody ducked the old man. If he too little, then why Vergil changed his tone last night and say, I want to fight Fundora and Errol Spence winner. You want to fight Errol Spence and Fundora for what? They gonna beat your ass too. Why not get the big bucks and fight Bud? Come on. Do it for Canelo. You think Fundora? Yes, the Fundora's gonna smoke Spence. Spence is not even gonna make it to the ring. I keep telling y'all that. If Spence family loved him, they wouldn't put him in that fight. He been off a year. He been off for a year and a half. That's one thing, right? They say his eye still fucked up. Is why they pushed the fight back. That's two. He done, and it's a bad matchup. He don't have a hook. He don't have a hook to fuck with Fundora. Tim Tszyu had the hook. He don't have a hook. He don't move his head. He can't get his head off the line. So when we start talking about Errol Spence, it's a bad matchup. Just if everything is easy, even, it's a bad matchup. But then again, I'm a biased black channel. I'm a tank sexual. I'm a Earl sexual. I'm a Bud sexual. I'm a realist. And old buddy is gonna cook Spence ass. That'll be Spence's last hurrah in the boxing ring. You know, he just can't get his head off the line. If he beat Fundora with a new trainer added too, to beat Fundora, he really gotta establish the jab. He really gotta chop Fundora down to the body. So only reason Fundora beat Tim Tszyu, obviously the cut. But the thing about the cut, it allowed him to work off the jab. Now if I work off the jab, now that I'm a better fighter, I think he'd be all right. But if he started like going slug for slug with Spence, he'd give Spence an opportunity. But to me, he's a more durable fighter. Just my opinion. So that's just my opinion. But even if everything was even, let's say he beat Crawford and he was fighting Fundora, and I seen what I seen for Fundora and Tim Tszyu, I still would probably favor Sebastian Fundora, honestly. It's just a style thing. I think Fundora tough for everybody. Everybody think like that's an easy fight, like especially for Crawford. Crawford had to move his feet in that fight. You know, so that might be one of those Martinez, Chavez Jr. type fights where you fighting a guy so big and you might win, but that might be the end of your prime too. So I think to beat Fundora, Bud really gonna have to pick his feet up, use angles, use his jab. That would be the game plan to be. When you're a smaller fighter like that, you got to use your feet and your hand speed. You know what I'm saying? You know, so. But to me, Fundora tough for everybody. That ain't no easy fight at all. But about Vergil calling out Fundora, because I'm about to let him walk around a little bit more. So we'll make our way back to the crib. But yeah, but for him to call, I mean that's cool. I mean he did fight for the WBC interim belt last night. I'm contemplating in my head, do I want to go to the gym and do my legs? Come here, Miles, come here. He running there, it's a wrap. He going that shit. He can stay in there, cause I'm gonna act like I'm gonna take his collar off, or if I even go in there and attempt to get him, come on. I'm like I don't know this nigga. But but he did fight for the interim belt. So I mean, shit, that sounds sense. I know De La Hoya was talking about him fighting Tim Tszyu once Tim Tszyu got the IBF title. So that might make a ton of sense. So I mean, he got options. But will the WBC order that fight is the question. And Bud holds a secondary WBC belt too. I don't know what it is, but he holds a WBC secondary belt too. So, but yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Come on. Come on. But yeah, that make a bunch of sense. So if he do, he do. I mean, I think I'm gonna do the purses because I forgot to do it yesterday. He made I forget what he made last night. It was under $1 million, but he could make over $1 million when it's said and done. Or shit, they said, yeah, about that. He just read up with Golden Boy. So, but I mean, him versus Fundora, what I seen last night, I think he'll fight a different fight. He got a chance because he got a hook. He got a chance, but him versus Fundora, he got a chance. I say that. I think that's a good fight. That's a good fight. He got a chance. I probably would favor Sebastian, but Sebastian then lost to lesser competition too. So I mean, you can't just say, yeah, he beat Tim Tszyu with an asterisk on there. A lot of people believe. So I like that fight, honestly. It can go either way, you know, because he willing to go inside and engage. That's the difference. He willing to close the gap and engage. And he got a hook too. So, but if I'm him, I mean, whoever got the most money, whoever gonna give me a title opportunity got the most money. I'm sitting here, you know, with a good prospect resume, with a great contender resume, and I don't have a title shot. I don't have a title or a title opportunity to show to my name. To me, that's a problem. You passed up on Bud. You outgrew the weight class. You at 54. I mean, you know, and if Bud gonna give you an opportunity, hey, he could get old overnight. It could be your time. You know, if Tim Tszyu he get the IBF, he give you that opportunity, it could be your time. It could be your time. So I like them fights for him. Either or. I think the difficulty is all there for them, but you know, what's the point of getting your first title if it's gonna get handed to you or it's not gonna be difficult? It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be difficult. So and just because you come up short don't mean you can't get a title. Lubin is in a position to get a crack at Tszyu in the background, whatever, Machiavelli winner. So he came up short. You know, it ain't stopped this hustle. You know, Frankie Randall ended up getting a title. Raymondo Beltran, professional sparring partner. Manny Pacquiao bought him a house, put him in position, you know, said that you could be a world champion. He got in position, became a world champion, even gave Crawford a solid fight. So there's guys, you know, that didn't look like they was gonna win a world title, and they did. Pedraza was another one. Even though I felt like Edna Cherry beat him, but you know, he got a world title. You know, it can happen. It can happen. You know, remember Lucas Matias passed up on a title shot because he didn't think Danny Garcia was gonna fight him. Never held a major world title. Never held a major world title. Never got another real opportunity to win one. He won that fake belt. Probably one of the best fighters last generation, if you consider that last generation, to never win a world title. Put your head up. So, you know, you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. We don't know what's gonna happen next minute. So when you passing up on opportunities, you know, and the sanctioned belt body say you're ready, you should take advantage of it, because you may never get that opportunity tomorrow. That's what I would say. So whatever they sit down and do, whatever makes sense for them. On a serious note, cool. I would like to see Bohachuk, you know, get a title shot too. You know, A rematch is warranted. Maybe not immediate. Maybe it should be, but maybe not me. I like to see him, get a shot. If Bud ain't got nobody else to fight, I think he earned that last night. He ain't as tall as Fundora, but he's a tall glass of Ukrainian milk. Now, come on, we gotta get back. I ain't trying to hear nobody mouth. You walked them too long. But these earphones. That's why I don't like buds. That's why I ain't never invested into no AirPods, because don't nothing sit in my ear right. No diddy. But on a serious note, yeah, I mean, Vergil could do whatever he want to do at this point. He fought a bad fight last night, game plan wise, and it wasn't a bad on paper, because I would have did the same thing. But you got to be able to make them adjustments. So it wasn't bad on paper. It was just to the point where that dude was tougher than we thought, and his face really didn't look that marked up for a lot of that fight neither. It didn't. So yeah, when you start going to Europe, the Russians and Ukraine, them motherfuckers tough. They may not have the talent that American fighters have, just like Africa, but they got the toughness. When you in poverty or you in them cold ass, dictatorships, whatever you want to call some of them, it's like that build character. They tough. They teaching their kids how to load pistols and how to shoot rifles. We don't even let our kids cook a toaster strudel in the oven and take it out the package I put in the oven. We soft. But yeah, man, like, we supposed to have another card next week, but PBC pulled it and made it Canelo's undercard. So I heard my boy Leo got if I knew Leo was fighting last night, I would have watched it. Leo knocked out old buddy. And what's so funny, when he knocked out old buddy, him and Shakur Stevenson, the dude that got knocked out by Angel Leo, they was arguing. And after he got knocked out, he still was talking shit. And Shakir said, if you learn how to run like me, maybe you wouldn't have got knocked out. That shit was funny. But really, I think the next major fight ain't till Canelo. I could be wrong, because I ain't got the schedule in front of me. But it might not be till Canelo. Come on. But overall, that 154-pound mix, I mean, just let you know, they aging out Crawford. They still gonna try to ban Crawford, and it ain't about the money. If it ain't about the money, don't be ringing my. And I always told y'all, it ain't about the money. I've always said that. It's not about the money in boxing. They just don't want to compete. They don't want to lose. They don't want to fight nobody. Especially in the age of social media, where you get knocked out or you get beat, and now you're mean. Amen, whatever you want to say. So, these dudes really don't want to compete. Lubin lost, and he's still in the mix multiple times. Fundora lost and got knocked out. He's still a world champion. Tony Harrison lost multiple times and still became a world champion. Canelo lost, and he's still the quote-unquote face of boxing. It happens. Sometimes you don't beat the game in one try. Sometimes you got to try a few times to beat the game. Oh yeah, I will be back playing Madden this year. So anybody can get it. Give me a few weeks to the first roster update, and we can get it cracking. I'm playing with my Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, with my boy, yeah, I said what I said podcast. I'm playing with it's gonna be the Cowboys versus Cowboys. That's the first guy I'm gonna stream playing. I'm gonna stream that game on the channel, on Twitch too. We gotta put these Texas niggas' dicks in the dirt. No diddy. I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna beat them with the Cowboys. And I said what I said, buddy. And I'm gonna beat you while playing all Texas playlists. BX the Plug, Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, Devin the Dude, Scarface. Yeah, we gonna we gonna beat Texas niggas while playing all Texas music, all of it. Yellow Belly, Yellow Beezy, Mo 3, rest in peace to him. Let's get to come outside. But on a serious note, yeah, it was never about the money. They just don't want to compete. They just don't want to compete. And I keep telling y'all that. They don't want to compete. Not the money here. It's all these other excuses. They don't want to fight the best. They don't want to compete. Most of these fighters ain't standing up to these promoters and like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. I believe in myself. I think I can. I think I can. No. They happy nickel and diamond and destroying the sport. Teofimo Lopez is the only person that want to fight Bud. So whatever his reasons are, because he want to fight Bud, I salute him from that, because Tio always wanted to fight the best, as long as it wasn't Devin Haney. And he didn't want to fight Devin Haney because there was a jealousy there. That's all that boiled down to. He was jealous, you know. And that's where a lot of hate for Devin Haney come from, is jealousy. Bud hate come from, he ain't supposed to be here. You notice like Kenny Porter and Gary Russell, you know, all these niggas talk about the amateurs. They talking about tanking the amateurs. You know, they talking about all these fighters in the amateurs. But Bud, they were like, well, Bud wasn't the top amateur. And it was a lot of politics to do with it. It was a lot of politics to do with it. And when you get to the professional ranks, they tried to, you know, suppress Bud again. Oppress and suppress Bud again. And he still rose to the top, and they don't like that. Think about all the places he get hate from. He get hate from his own community. You know what I'm saying? He get hate from from Philly. He get hate from everywhere. Not named Nebraska. But Tank get all this love. He out here choking hoes. He get all this love. He out here going to jail, putting his hands allegedly on valet attendants. He get all this love because they love when a stereotypical black man is reality. That's what niggas wish they really was. A lot of these brothers, we talk about these women, these Keishas, who say they so attracted to Pookie and Glocktavius, but a lot of these niggas wish they can do that. A lot of these niggas wish they can be like that. They do. They wish they can be like that. So that's what I always say. They wish they could be like that. But it's cool because all that hate do is it drive a lot of people. Come on, let's go this way. Yeah, this white girl got a whole black baby. She could not lie and put that baby on Brad. That's not my baby. Come on. This must be mixed race. This must be mixed race Sunday morning. I'm running to nothing but mixed couples. Come on. Nothing but black men and white women out here today. But on the real, you know, sometimes without that hate, you ain't the fighter you ain't the person that you are. They say if they ain't hating, you ain't doing something right. So if that's the case, that's the case. But other than that, as we make our way back, but yeah, you know, Canelo gonna do what he do. And at the end of the day, he another guy. He just here to get his extras. He getting his last couple dollars off this shit. You know, You know, Turkey Island Sheik got the bag. He been in America trying to make this shit work. And then you got a lot of people like, oh no, you know, I don't want your money. I want 2 Ferraris like Tank said. And like I said, you know, y'all cry about the money, you get the money, now you don't want the money. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy. I told y'all was saying, CJ, fighters ain't scared of no fighters. Nigga, you got fears in real life? You scared in real life? You got fears? I bet you got fears in real life. Why ain't they scared? Ain't no other explanation for it. That's what I say. Y'all was complaining, oh, it's the money, it's the money. It's the money, it's the money. It ain't the money. It was never the money. They don't want to compete. They don't want to lose. It ain't just a PBC thing. Golden Boy don't have much to lose at this point either. They don't have much to lose neither. PBC got 2 top fighters, Tank and Benavidez right now. That's really it. That's what the company's standing on. Charlo's done. Gary Russell done. His brothers done. AB gone. Wilder gone. Andy done. Once Andy got that AJ check, it was a wrap. Andy got that check. Andy upgraded his bitch. I ain't mad at him because women do it all the time. Women do it all the time. That's what you're supposed to do. We loyal, but once you see the internet, and you see how especially if you was in high school, all the girls was going with the niggas who had the cars, or who looked like Chico the Barge and shit, or they had the whips, or the older dudes who had the crib, who were pedos. You 25, 28, at a high school, messing with a sophomore, junior, it's crazy. Even a senior at that age is crazy. So they've been practicing hypergamy all the time. I think men should practice it more too. A woman to throw her whole family away for the right guy. Fuck the kids, fuck your feelings, and when he pump and dump her, then she want to come back. So I ain't mad at Andy. Fuck that. Shout out to Andy. Women do that to us all the time. All the time. That's why I tell y'all got to be prepared to lose her. No matter how good you think you are to her, or how good you think your dick game is. Once a girl start getting bored, it's over. It's over. But yeah, their whole company is done. Their whole company is done. It's a wrap. So it ain't too much more they can do about it neither. PBC didn't turn nobody into a star. Nobody. Tank's a star. Tank's a star. Tank ain't no fucking star. They didn't turn nobody into a star. They most successful fights had outside of Mayweather, which he wasn't even no PBC fighter, technically, was with Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, and it was a cross promotional fight with Spence and Crawford and Ryan Garcia and Canelo Alvarez. I mean Ryan Garcia and Tank. They never had a big successful PBC versus PBC fight. And throw Mikey Garcia in the mix too. That wasn't a fighter. Mikey was a top-ranked fighter. So their most success came from a Golden Boy fighter, top-ranked fighter. Well, Pacquiao technically was supposed to be a Golden Boy fighter. He was for a second. That's where their most success came from. Nigga tired now. That's where their most success came from. That's it. So when you start talking about PBC, come on. Come on. Come on. When you start talking about PBC, they just didn't. They what you call it? They they plan didn't work. They model didn't work. So, but they cooked. You look at Top Rank, they already on their next wave of fighters. Keyshawn, Jose Torres or Richard Torres, Dula Mason. PBC ain't got no next wave. They next wave got knocked off. Colbert, Rayo, Cruz, Balderas brothers. Top Rank got the Vargas brothers, or one or two of them, whatever it is of them. So, Raimondo Martella. So, but, that is what it is, though. That's all I got for y'all.